Have you sold yourself? Have you sold yourself? What's going on? Good morning, everybody. This is Kathy McReynolds, your fun, money, and skill coach. You see that snow out there? We got some snow last night. My question to you guys are, have you sold yourself? As you come on, say hello so I can say hello back to you. Let me know if you're catching this during the live or the replay. Again, my name is Kathy McReynolds. I work with entrepreneurs, network marketers, affiliate marketers, or people who simply want to bring their business online. My goal is to help you with that transition, to help you bring your business online, to help you grow your business online and live the lifestyle that you truly desire. So my question to you, have you sold yourself? Have you sold yourself? I am reading this book by Grant Cardone called Sell or Be Sold. You either got to sell or be sold. And he has a little section on here about have you sold yourself? And it got me to thinking about, my career over these years and just listening to people and the times when I sold a lot and the times when I sold a little. And, I remember in some of my very first companies being the number one salesperson and the number one recruiter, in a company that had over 100,000 agents in it. And the reason and the only reason that happened is because I was sold out. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning. How are you? I was absolutely 100% sold out on that company, on the industry, and what they do for people. And, I'll give you a little backstory of why that happened before I give you some of the points that he talked about. I was in retail. And I had been in retail for, the first 16 years of my working career I did retail management. And I remember just working my little rear end off. I was doing very well. I was at the top. There was 86 stores. I managed one of the stores, well, actually several of them, because for 4 years, they would move me from different location to different location to different location. So I remember so I would move from one state to the next state to the next state to the next state. And I literally did this for 5 years, helping this company launch, helping them build a business. They had me on CNN. I was on their morning shows, just talking about their products and services, just doing things to help them, giving it everything I had. I was completely sold out on that company in the industry of retail. And that's why I made it to the top in that particular company at that time as well. But I wanted to train, because they already had me training. That's why they sent me around. I would go and I would open up the stores so that I could train. I would go into a new town and find people, fully staff the store, do that, get everybody up and running. Then I would go to another place, do the same thing, display everything, get everything going. So I decided that I wanted to actually get into territory manager. So instead of me going out and doing all of that, I wanted to be the person who went out and helped everybody do all of that and be the territory manager. Because, I saw that there was greater things over on that point. But I remember them saying, they gave me this critical thinking test, and, they ask you questions, and I guess I didn't answer them the way that they wanted them to be answered. As they say, I probably was just too honest on it, and I didn't have a college degree. So because of that, it stopped me from getting that promotion. And when that stopped me from getting that promotion, I didn't get it. I was in corporate America. I'm like, I gave y'all 5 years of my life. I busted my butt. I did everything you asked of me and more, but because of some stupid test, has nothing to do with my work ethic, the work that I put in, running your number one store, you're saying I don't qualify? to get promoted? Like what? Like it didn't make sense to me. Like explain that to me. So they said, well, you know what? That's just the way it is. We agree. Yes, you are out of 86 stores, you run our number one store. You're the top paid manager. So I had hit a ceiling. I couldn't go past that. So they kind of like sent me off to the pasture. They're like, you could choose any place you want to go and, pretty much just stay there and retire from there. I was 32 at that time, making over 60,000, thinking, I didn't know any better. Okay. But something was feeling lost and gone. So when I moved to this place, it was in Pittsburgh, actually. A friend of mine who I had trained, actually I just met her because I trained her, in the management. And she said to me, her boyfriend it was her boyfriend at the time, is now her husband. She said, he has this thing that he's doing and I may be, open to it. She's not sure, but she wanted to run it by me. So she asked if I would come to this meeting they had on Monday. Hey, Sherry, good morning. So I decided to go to the meeting they had on Monday. And I remember, walking in, it was, already I'm in a strange place, didn't know anyone. It was this old, office building. We had to walk up the stairs on this balcony to get in. So I remember, looking around thinking like, what the heck is this? What have I gotten myself into? How is this working out right here? So I go in the room. There was about 20 chairs sitting there and only about 8 or 9 of us filling the seats. And, I'm looking around like, okay, they got me. What is one of these things they got me into? And so I go in, I sit down, and the guy began to tell about, his story, which was kind of similar to mine, how he had hit a ceiling in corporate America and how they had, they had looked him over for a promotion. And then he began to talk about this industry that I had never heard about before. And he said, in this industry, oh, no worries, we got it on tape. It was a good session. He said this industry that he never heard of, the industry that I never heard of, this industry that I never heard of, how it had been around, for over 100 years, and how it was an industry that regardless of whether you had a degree, whether you had experience, they were willing to train you. They were willing to teach you and show you everything that you needed to do to create success. And you can make 6 figures and you can make 7 figures in it. And when he started talking about all the crap that he went through and the stuff that he was going through, I was like, man, what is this? I got excited about it. I was like, on fire, constantly talking about it. 4 months later, I left my salary of $60,000, and that was over 20 something years ago, to start working for myself. And that's what made me think about this book, Sell or Be Sold, because I was 100% sold out on the industry. I was 100% sold out on the company. I was 100% sold on exactly what we do. And because of that energy, that my mental mind, you couldn't get in me. You couldn't tell me what I was doing and how I was helping people and what we did, what in the deal. Like, it wasn't the best of the best. No one could convince me of anything otherwise. And because of that, I began to tell everybody about it. I began to talk about it to everyone. So if you are not making sales, then you're probably not sold out. If your sales are slow, you're not sold on what you're doing. If you're not getting your way, if you're not getting people to say yes to you, you're not sold out on what you're doing. What you want to do is sell yourself first. Sell yourself. What is it that makes you get excited about something, if you don't feel that that innerness that I'm talking to you guys about, what I felt with that company, that excitement, because, I felt that I was done wrong in corporate America, and I was completely sold out on the company, the industry, the product, the service, the people, 100% sold out. And because of that, that's what got me to the top. That's what made me the number one person in that company. So guys, sometimes you got to take a self-inventory and ask yourself, am I really sold out? What is it that I'm doing? Am I not having success? Why am I not having success? Instead of looking on the outside, instead of looking around the company, because if somebody else in that company is having success or in that industry is having success, and guess what? They're sold out. That's the only reason they're having success, is because they're 100% sold out on what they're doing, who they're doing it with, why they're doing it. So you can't convince them any other way. So if there was a time that you were winning, and maybe you're not now, you're not sold out. And that's okay. Just reevaluate and find something you can get passionate about. Find something you can get excited about. Find something you can get sold out about. Because if you did it once, you can do it again. If you've never done it before, then look for something you can get sold out about. Look for a team. I got something. Look for a team. Look for people. Look for something you can be sold out. He also says in this book, it's not, you got to sell yourself. It's not the product. It's not the service. It's the lack of conviction. You're not convicted about what you're selling. You're just doing it because maybe someone talked you into it. Or maybe, you were going through something at the time, and because you were going through something, you were open. Somebody was able to get in your head and get you to make a move because you weren't sold out. When you're sold out on something, nothing can come in your way. It's just like when you have a relationship. You can find, there's people who are prettier, make more money, do something. But when you're sold out on that other individual, nothing that anyone can say can ever do to persuade you that other way. So if you're not having success, sit down and self-evaluate and be honest with what's inside of you. Be honest with have integrity with you enough to say, wait a minute, I know I got some great qualities. I know I'm good at some things, but I'm not having success. I'm not sold out. And literally write down, what areas that you're feeling uncomfortable about. Be completely honest with you. And then write down, what do you want it to look like? If you had your ideal career, you had your ideal business, what do you want it to look like? What does that look like? How does that feel? How would you wake up every day? Would you be excited, pumped, ready to go and ready to make things happen? And then once you get clarity is so key. Once you get clarity, then you want to focus. Just absolutely 100% focus on it for the next 365 days. We got 2019 coming up here. So you get to practice being sold out and getting it right over the next, about 40 something days, 35, 40 days of 2018, so that in 2019, your life can be completely different. But don't wait till January 1st to get started. Get sold out this week. Get sold out this, next month, December, before, the 15th of the next month. Be sold out on something that you're so excited about that you will talk to any and everyone about. And you don't care if you get rejected, because you're going to figure out a better way to get better. You want to get better at it. And whatever it takes, you're going to win. Because when you have that attitude, when you get that inside of you, nothing will stop you. everything will help you to go to that next level. So guys, I hope this brought you value. I hope you get sold out and 100% convinced that this is something that you want to do. And then once you decide that, mentally say, for the next 365 days, I'm not looking to the left nor the right. I'm staying 100% focused on the prize ahead and what I want to get accomplished. So whatever that is that you're going to get sold out on, and you want to bring it online, bring yourself online, bring your brand online. One of the things that we have happening on December 1st, which is Saturday coming up in a few days, we have our online challenge. I Love Going Live challenge. And it's not about the fact that you love being on the camera or you want to talk. You might be scared to death like I was when I first got started, but you know that part of you being sold out, you have a brand, you the person, you want to get yourself out there and you want the world to know about what you're going to be doing. Because see, you can't be sold out and not want, yes, you have fear of getting on here, but what you're sold out about is greater than that fear that you're feeling. So if you want to do that, then you want to, and I'll put it in the comments, get in our I Love Going Live challenge. That challenge is for 21 days. I'm going to help you with topics to talk about to get started online so that people know who you are. When people know who you are, they're going to seek you for advice, seek you for your service. They want to do business with you because you're sold out and now you're out in the public. The reason, if you guys hear my story, I took 22 takes of a 2-minute video before I decided to hit that live button. And why did I hit that live button? Because I was sold out on creating the life that I wanted. And I was like, I'll be dang if I'm going to sit here and worry and allow my fears to stop me from living that life that I desire. And I know that if I get on video, that I can reach so many more people a lot quicker than I can doing it, one person at a time. You have the capacity to reach thousands and thousands of people, and if your video goes viral, you're talking millions. And the only way you're going to do that and overcome that fear of what you're going through and what you're thinking is you got to get sold out about changing your life, about getting the lifestyle that you truly desire. And video marketing is one of the best ways to do that. So go ahead to ilovegoinglive.com. ilovegoinglive.com. Get in the challenge. It's only $19.97, guys. And I say only because it definitely should be more than that. But it's just one of our, one of those products that will also let you know all the other things that we can help you with. And I just want to be able to make a difference with a lot of people, because I know people stop and they don't do what they want to do because of fear and what other people think. And I want you to get sold out on you, your life, your industry, your career, yourself, your future, the next generation, and know that you were that person chosen to make that change for what's happening in your family, in your world, and impact a lot of people. So if that brought you value, guys, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that share button. Not only should you get in the contest, but if you know somebody else who maybe is on your team or who have an offline business and they want to grow that, share the link with them, the I Love Going Live, and you guys do it together. Get an accountability partner and you do it together. But let's get a lot of sold out people over the next 365 days and get a movement. That's why we're the Fun and Freedom Movement. Let's get a movement of people changing their lives and getting the things that they desire, because they're sold out. So get sold out, baby. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.